Hi everyone, it's Leah here from Lekela Music, your friendly neighbourhood piano teacher. Today I want to talk to you about online piano lessons, why you might decide to take online lessons. I know at the moment there's obvious reasons with COVID, but there are other reasons why you might decide to go online rather than visit somebody in person. We'll cover what a typical lesson looks like and what technology I personally use to make sure lessons are engaging and effective and fun. And I'll also cover how you might set yourself up in order to have the best possible experience online. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe and support me in making more useful content for piano students everywhere. So aside from pandemics, what are the other reasons why you might decide to go online for lessons? Well, the most obvious one is that there may not be a teacher living near you for your particular instrument or for piano, or um, it could be that the nearest teacher is a half-hour drive away, and that's just too much of a time commitment to spend an hour driving and have half an hour lesson. It might just not be feasible for you. Um, you may want to work with a particular teacher, and they may be in a different country. I worked for a while with a teacher in Athens, and it was fantastic. I had some of the best lessons I ever had, but she wasn't anywhere local to me. But we were able to go online, and I learned so much from her. It was fantastic. You may not be able to attend your usual lessons because of temporary circumstances. You know, maybe the weather's too bad, maybe you have a cold, or your child has a cold, you don't want to pass it on to the piano teacher. Thank you very much. I really appreciate if you don't want to pass things on to me. Maybe your car's broken down, maybe you just can't, for whatever reason, get your child to lessons or get yourself to a lesson on that particular day, but you could do it at home. And it's very easy once you know how to just get online and have the lesson. Another reason is that maybe your work commitments don't allow you to bring your child to lessons at a particular time, and they're too young to go on their own. It's one thing if you may have a teacher living very close by, but your 5-year-old isn't going to be able to attend even if they're only up the street, whereas a 10-year-old possibly could. But maybe they're with their minder during the day, and they could set it up for them to have their lesson online. So this is what it looks like. This is my teaching space. There's Oscar. Hello, Oscar. And there's Daisy. Hello, Daisy. They're both very good when I'm teaching. They don't interrupt. I have my laptop there set up on a little stand ready to go. That's a good height for me to see. I've got my headphones plugged in for better sound. There's my overhead cam. All set up ready to go. And I've got my dice here, flashcards, and here I've got my whiteboard, all the basic stuff. So here we are, essentially in a virtual lesson. If you log into a piano lesson with me, this is the screen you'll see. I use a platform called Rockoutloud that was developed especially for music teachers by a gentleman who is himself a web developer, but also a music teacher. He teaches guitar over in New Jersey, and he developed this platform with an emphasis on really good quality sound over picture. The picture is always very good as well. But so you can see I've logged in as myself here. So I'll switch that. So this is what I look like if I'm my own student, and I'll show you later on how to set up a tablet or a laptop or whatever you might be using to take an online lesson, so that you get you've got the best position. So a few features that I use on this website are, for example, I've loaded a PDF here, Glasgow Love Theme. So if I was working on this with a student, down here I can help them pick out the chords that we need to use, broken chords in this piece. So there I can show them an A major chord. We also use a D major chord. So we can examine those more closely, and then I can actually send this PDF over to a student. They can download it from their side, which is very, very handy. I have a whiteboard, and so here's my whiteboard. I can show students if we're using particular notes or a particular pattern that I want them to copy, up, down, whatever I need to illustrate on working on theory or analysing a piece of music and helping them to understand it. This is a website I often use with students during online lessons. It just allows me to go through music theory with them in a way that's engaging. Makes it just more interesting for them. And the same website has exercises we can do together. For example, note identification. I ask the student to name and play notes, and they can try and beat their high score. So that's quite fun. And then this one is more to do with rhythm. So for example, we listen to a rhythm here. And it is this one. So they'll tell me which one it was correct. And then just briefly, this is my overhead view. If I need to demonstrate something for a student or help them along finding positions or finding particular notes or shapes, then this is what they will see. In between lessons during the week, I also have students use particular apps. I have one, here's one that I use a lot. I don't know if you can see that just on the screen there, called Cadenza. It's just a practice app. It's for kids to keep track of what their homework is in between, or students to keep track of what they're working on. I fill it in during the lesson, and then they're able to log in and see what I'm asking them to do during the week, and I can upload videos and things that'll help them with what they're learning. I also use another app. Whoops, if you can see that, it's not very clear. I'm sorry about that. But it's a worksheet, the virtual worksheets. You know, I assign a couple every week to the students, and they're able to work on that as part of their practice, and they can send it back to me for grading. It's amazing what you can do online nowadays. It's just fantastic. And so finally, let's have a look at the setup you need on your side to get the most out of your online lesson. So if you're using a laptop, you can just place it on a stool, table, a pile of books, angle it so that the screen shows the keyboard. And likewise, if you're using a tablet, just find some way of positioning it so that I can see the keyboard, and that's it. So I hope this has been useful to you in figuring out whether you want to go ahead and have online piano lessons. If you're a teacher, by the way, and you're thinking about setting up online, feel free to contact me through my Facebook page if you have any questions or anything I can help you with. Otherwise, let me know in the comments if there's anything that you're wondering about or anything I can help with. Anyway, until I see you the next time, take care. Bye.